The story began in 1996, inside a cave in Mexico, where a group of people were examining ancient paintings on the walls. Suddenly, a strange, frightening sound echoed through the cave, and everyone panicked. They followed the tracks left behind, trying to figure out whether a real creature was hiding somewhere inside. Then one of the men found a feather lying on the ground. He ran straight to tell his boss. As soon as Quinn heard the news, he rushed to the spot and found a baby chupacabra hiding there. He tried to grab it, but the attempt failed. Within moments, the baby's mother arrived to protect her child. She shoved Quinn back hard, scooped up her baby, and started to run. But as she fled, Quinn fired a shot that hit her wing. Even wounded, she didn't stop. She carried her child toward the desert at full speed, desperate to keep it safe. Quinn kept chasing the creature and eventually reached a hilly stretch of land. His team caught up with him soon after, and it became clear the creature had slipped out of their grasp. Then Quinn noticed one of the creature's claw prints in the sand. He picked it up and decided to keep hunting. By now it was night, and the injured animal was crossing a road at high speed. A car appeared out of nowhere, and the driver couldn't brake in time. A crash followed. Badly hurt now, the mother feared humans might find her child, so she hid one of her babies behind a bush and deliberately drew the humans' attention toward herself, leading them the other way. The little creature was left completely alone, forced to survive on its own from that point on. At the time, the world had no solid proof this animal even existed. But after this incident, stories about the mysterious creature slowly began spreading across different countries. After that, the story moved to 13-year-old Alex, who was traveling from America to Mexico to meet his grandfather for the very first time. He had no idea this trip was about to change his life completely. The moment he stepped off the plane, Alex met his grandfather, who looked overjoyed and a little emotional at the sight of him. However, during the car ride home, his grandfather Chava noticed that Alex was more interested in his video game than in getting to know him. This upset Chava, and he told Alex he was just like his father. Once they reached the farm, Alex met his cousins. Chava explained that Memo and his sister had come specially from the city to spend the whole week with him. Memo immediately began showing his cousin around the house, including the room where he'd be staying. While unpacking, Alex heard music playing outside. He looked out the window to see who it was, and that's when he met his cousin Luna. Luna seemed thrilled to meet him and told him she'd been wanting to meet him for a long time. That night, Alex was sleeping when he heard a noise near the window. Startled, he went to check what was outside. He relaxed when he realized it was just a goat. But the next moment, he spotted Chava sneaking out of the house in the dark. Alex followed him and slowly made his way to the farm. Suddenly, a frightening creature appeared in front of him. Terrified, Alex screamed and called out for his grandfather. Chava arrived quickly, followed by Memo and Luna. But when everyone looked through the bushes, they found that the thing that had scared Alex was actually just a small rabbit. Everyone started teasing him about it. As they walked back, a baby chupacabra stepped out from between the bushes, making its presence known for the first time. The next morning, Alex woke up and came face to face with a strange animal. Both of them were startled at the sight of each other. The creature immediately jumped out the window. Alex assumed this was just a different country and figured strange animals like this must exist here. After picking up his scattered belongings, he went downstairs, where his cousin jumped on him as a joke. Alex was completely confused, unsure what to do. His cousins were shocked to learn he knew nothing about wrestling. Luna played an old video cassette on the TV, and watching it, Alex learned that his grandfather had once been a famous wrestler. Chava had faced the biggest wrestlers of his era and had never lost a match. People believed no one could ever beat him. But everything changed the day he faced a dangerous wrestler named El Chacal. During that match, El Chacal threw him clean out of the ring. The injury was so severe that Chava fractured his skull and stayed in a coma for almost a month. After that accident, he never returned to the ring again. Just then, the children's grandfather walked in, turned off the TV, and asked Alex to come see the farm. A little later, as everyone walked toward one of the animal pens, they noticed a goat lying on the ground. Memo and Luna immediately guessed a chupacabra might have attacked it. Chava dismissed the idea at once, insisting no such creature existed. Later, Alex and Luna went up to the roof to light firecrackers. Then Memo rushed over, saying their grandfather had gone missing. All three cousins decided to search for him right away, and Luna took the car to look for him. She knew that Chava sometimes lost his memory and wandered around the farm in confusion during those episodes. Meanwhile, Quinn and his team were searching the exact spot where the chupacabra had last been seen, determined to track it down. During his search, Quinn found a car's license plate on the road and decided he would trace who it belonged to. After searching for a long time, the cousins finally found their grandfather walking along the roadside with a small goat. After some convincing, they managed to bring him home. On the way, they crossed paths with Quinn and his team, but luckily no questions were asked, and everyone continued on their way. Back home, the whole family was watching a news report about chupacabra sightings. Chava immediately switched off the TV and repeated that such creatures existed only in stories. Once he left the room, Alex told Luna everything that had happened the night before, convinced that Chava was hiding a chupacabra in the pen. Luna brushed it off as a joke and insisted nothing like that was real. Alex decided to check for himself. When he reached the pen, he came face to face with a small chupacabra slowly approaching him. Wanting to befriend it, he sneaked into the kitchen and grabbed some food from the fridge. But the moment he offered it, the creature ran off. Alex followed it to its hiding spot. There, the little chupacabra handed him a small box. Inside was a dead rat. The creature had thought Alex might enjoy it as food. Alex politely declined the gift. Just then, a sudden storm hit, with heavy rain and thunder. The sound of thunder terrified the little creature. Alex hugged it and promised he would take care of it from now on. The next morning, Memo came to the pen and found Alex asleep there. A loud noise suddenly caught his attention. Alex tried hard to keep Memo from finding out about the chupacabra, but seeing his new friend in danger, the little creature lunged at Memo. Luckily, Alex calmed it down in time and managed the situation. Soon after, Luna arrived at the pen too and was badly startled at the sight of the creature. Once she composed herself, she tried to convince Alex that they needed to send the animal away. Alex firmly refused, saying the three of them would take care of it together. They named the creature Chupa. Just then, their grandfather Chava walked in and revealed a truth that shocked everyone. He admitted that he was the one who had brought Chupa to the farm. A few nights earlier, while driving down the road, his car had accidentally hit a strange animal. After the crash, the animal had disappeared. But the next morning, when he went back to retrieve his car, he found Chupa hiding behind a bush, and he decided to bring it home. Since then, Chava had been trying to reunite Chupa with its family, but he hadn't found another creature of its kind. A little later, as everyone was walking back to the house, Chava spotted a car approaching the farm. He walked out to speak with the people inside. Quinn stepped out and explained that he'd found their car's license plate on the roadside, which was why he was asking for permission to search the farm. Chava cleverly sent him away. He also promised the kids that he would never let any harm come to Chupa. After Quinn left, Alex went to see Chupa, who was frightened and anxious, and ended up attacking him. Alex carefully calmed him down using a music box to distract him. Memo showed up and announced he would teach Chupa how to fly. He put on a Superman-style cape, climbed to the roof with Chupa, and jumped onto a pile of hay below, telling Chupa to do the same. Chupa actually managed to fly for a moment, stunning everyone, but the flight didn't last long. He quickly lost his balance and landed right next to Memo. Only a few days remained before Alex had to return to America, and he decided to spend as much time with his grandfather as he could. One day, while watching old footage of Chava's matches, Alex learned that his own father had also been a wrestler. But after meeting Alex's mother, his father had given it all up and moved on to a new chapter of his life. While emotionally recounting the story of his late son, Chava noticed his grandson still lost in his video game. This made him furious, and he snatched the game away, telling Alex he'd only get it back if he could beat him in a match, with Memo as referee. The match began, and Chava easily knocked Alex down and pinned him. As Alex struggled to break free, Chava told him to let out all the anger and frustration he was holding inside. But before Alex could do anything, Memo declared Chava the winner. Furious, Alex attacked his grandfather even after the match had ended. In the scuffle, Chava got badly hurt. A few hours later, a doctor arrived to treat him. Alex felt terrible, believing his grandfather's injury was his fault. The doctor applied medicine to ease Chava's pain. Just then, a loud growl echoed nearby, and the doctor grew curious about what kind of animal had made the sound. Luckily, the kids managed to convince him everything was fine, and he left. The moment his car pulled away, the three cousins ran to check on Chupa, and what they saw left them stunned. Quinn stood in front of Chupa with his gun raised. He had broken into the farm, determined to capture the creature no matter what. Seeing Alex in danger, Chupa lunged at Quinn, who immediately fired a tranquilizer dart. Within moments, Chupa collapsed, completely helpless. Quinn seized the opportunity, grabbed him, and locked him in the trunk of his car. Desperate to save his friend, Alex ran straight to his grandfather's room for help. But Chava's mind was still foggy, and he couldn't remember anything about Chupa. So Alex tried a different approach. He told him that El Chacal, his greatest enemy, had shown up on the farm and needed to be stopped. Hearing that, Chava immediately put on his old wrestling costume and rushed out to face his old rival. But this time, his fury landed on Quinn instead of El Chacal. Chava knocked him to the ground with one powerful kick, leaving him unconscious. Right after that, Chava and his grandchildren ran toward the car where Chupa was locked up. Luna quickly started the engine. Quinn tried to stop them, but the whole family managed to get away. Now their new goal was to find Chupa's family and bring him safely back to them. Alex tried hard to help his grandfather remember where the accident had happened, but Chava's memory still hadn't returned. Suddenly, Chupa let out a strange cry and bolted forward at full speed. Everyone decided to follow him immediately. Meanwhile, Quinn called in his team, and they soon reached the spot where their car had been abandoned. Unsure which direction the family had gone, the team split up to increase their chances of finding the chupacabra. Alex kept following Chupa into the desert, and slowly the rest of his family caught up with them. When Chupa reached the edge of a canyon, he began screaming loudly. Moments later, Alex realized his family was nearby. He understood it was time to say goodbye. He hugged Chupa and told him he would miss him deeply. Part of him was happy that Chupa had finally found his family again, but another part of him felt the sadness of knowing he might never see his friend again. The two friends said their goodbyes, and Chupa started following his mother's trail across a bridge. Just then, a mountain lion suddenly appeared in front of Alex, blocking his path. To protect himself, Alex climbed onto the bridge, but the animal wouldn't stop following him. Under the extra weight, the bridge's supports slowly began to break. At that moment, the rest of the family arrived, and Chava stepped in front of the mountain lion without hesitation. Using his cape to distract it, he kept pushing the animal back. Eventually, the mountain lion decided it wasn't worth the fight and left. But Chava still had to save Alex, who was now dangling from a great height where a single mistake could cost him his life. One by one, the bridge's supports snapped until Alex was left hanging from a single beam. Hearing his cries for help, Chupa immediately turned back and rushed toward him, slowly making his way closer to help. But the last beam gave way too, and both of them began falling toward the canyon below. Just as Alex was about to hit the ground, Chupa spread his wings in time and slowed their fall. He then flew Alex safely back up to the top of the canyon. Seeing his grandson safe, Chava was overjoyed, and Alex thanked Chupa for saving his life. Chupa now wondered how he would cross the canyon again to reach his family. But suddenly, Quinn attacked once more. As Chupa lost consciousness, Quinn used a stun gun to keep Alex and his family from getting close, once again standing in the way of his mission. Seeing his friend in Quinn's hands, Alex was consumed with anger, but Chava held him back, not wanting him to get hurt too. Forced to watch helplessly, the family could do nothing as Quinn loaded Chupa into his car and drove off. But there was one thing no one knew. Chupa's mother had been watching everything from a distance. In the next instant, she launched a fierce attack on Quinn's car. Her terrifying roar echoed across the area, and soon several other chupacabras arrived. Together, they began tearing Quinn's car apart. Panicked, Quinn grabbed Chupa and got out of the car, trying to keep the creatures at bay. But his plan didn't last long, since Chava arrived from behind and knocked the weapon out of his hands with a single powerful blow. Soon, everything went quiet and everyone was safe. Alex said goodbye to his friend one more time. This time, Chupa flew off into the sky alongside his mother, gradually disappearing from human sight. With Chupa finally reunited with his parents, the whole family made their way back home. A few days passed, and it was time for Alex to return to America. Before he left, Luna came to say goodbye and gave him a cassette full of Mexican songs so he could keep improving his Spanish. The two hugged, and Alex walked toward the car with his grandfather. But Memo was nowhere to be found. Chava called out for him so he could say goodbye to his cousin, but there was no answer, so the two of them headed for the airport. As soon as they opened the trunk of the car, Memo jumped out and lunged at Alex the way he had before as a joke. This time, Alex blocked every move easily. Alex was eager to tell his mother all about the trip. Before leaving, he hugged his grandfather and told him he would miss him. As the plane took off and Alex looked out the window, he saw Chupa flying alongside it. He had come one last time to say goodbye to his friend. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can watch more videos like this.